Okay, things to do in advance. Okay, cool. Display mods UI on top of pause menu. Oh, cool. So they found layers for this. Okay. Hello, Mr. Krakatoa. I'm having a lot of fun finding out what this does. Use slang in move and projectile names. I'm assuming this is like drill for invite hell. Don't show move names. In the main UI window, there's a field called Move, which displays the last performed move or several moves that the mod decided to combine together. Okay. Draw. Yeah, here's the... I have this handy here. It is version 6.0. Show combo proration and risk gauge. Setting this to true will modify the risk gauge so that the middle represents 0 risk and no combo preparation. Okay. Oh, we have a +R risk gauge now. Wow, very cool. Okay. I was not aware that this kind of, or I'm assuming like they're not actually changing the game as much as they're just putting this overlay on top, I'm guessing. Yeah, very cool stuff. Display input history when observing. Setting this to true will display both players' input history when observing online matches. Okay, cool. Display input history in some offline modes versus CPU. Display durations and input history. Wasn't this already on? Hold on. Input history. I need this to be visible. Display input history. In training mode is what I'm after. Hold on. I know it has it somewhere. Okay, I found a suggestion for the tool. They need a search bar on top so you can find what you enter. Because there is so much shit in here that is all very useful, mind you. Just insane. Insanity. Yeah, let me show you something real quick that I found earlier. So, or well, I guess there's a lot of things to go through, but number one, this frame bar on top that you see here, this thing, it has some magic going on, okay? You can mouse over each frame, and it tells you all of the information that was relevant to that frame, including the inputs you were making, and things like, in the case of Zato, how much eddy gauge you had at that time. Isn't that crazy? I hope you can see this, hold on. Yeah, I have the desktop display capture, okay. And furthermore, if you do a special move, it seems like, so it'll display that special move separately below. I'm not sure why it's doing oh, it's because of Eddy being active, that's why. But if I'm playing like Johnny, and I did coin, it'll tell me the frame data for that move specifically below everything else. Yeah, it's insane. And I don't know, I thought one of the most surprising things was that you could actually just mouse over this and see see what's going on. So using a mouse in Guilty Gear? It's unheard of. But hold on, I need to go back to finding where the input history display is, so input history. Hold on, so let me collapse everything. While I'm here, let me show you this window here. This is even more insanity, okay? You see this? This is character specifics for P1, and it's everything that has to do with Zato, and things that would normally not be available to players. So things like a numeric integer value for eddy gauge on the top is or is not summoned, obviously, and everything else that has to do with that character specifics, as you can tell. This was insane too. On the bottom, can and cannot perform S drill and H drill, because not a lot of people know this, but drills, the two different drill ranges, they have their own cooldowns, and they somehow, like, the only way this would be more insane is if they have frame counters for when the cooldowns run up, but still. What is GIF mode? So if I enable GIF mode, it'll turn the background to black, and you'll be able to take screenshots so that the background is transparent. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. And so if I take a screenshot now, while having, I think I can just do this. Hold on. So I forget where this is. Oh, hold on. Let me just do this. Okay. Yes, cool. So now you can just do this, and you have your screenshots. Very cool. Although, to be fair, this already existed in the previous version of the hitbox overlay, so let me show this here. This is the mod. It is a standalone that you don't need anything else for. It has a lot of text, but it is probably all necessary. Okay, hold on. It even zooms in. Well, no, that was me just me manually zooming in on my humble paint.net. But hold on, I need to go back to finding the input history. Hold on, where is the input history? Show frame bar. Oh, they have this meme in here. So this is essentially like there's a, I know there's one game that used to do this, or like one game's community that used to do this, and it's in Soku, where the way they would calculate gaps was different from how most other games calculate gaps. So if you say there's a 1 frame gap, normally that means that the gap begins after the frame upon which the block stun ends, right? So there's like 1 frame of the character doing nothing. In Soku, if you said there's a 1 frame gap, the community somehow came together to understand it as 1 frame starting on the last block stun frame. So it starts 1 frame earlier than in other games communities. And so there was a mismatch in how they understood what a gap was. So if you look in the patch notes for Lap Tool, the Lap Tool was made by a Soku player too. If you look in the patch notes for Lap Tool, it'll have a part where it says like, oh yeah, we made the term frame more ubiquitous. And I'm assuming this is also what that is here. Where's my input history? I wonder if it'll just turn on if I have it here. Oh, it does! Nice! I've intuited what the right answer is. Okay, hold on. So this, let me hide this real quick. Okay. Is this the same or different than the OBS overlay? Hold on. I need the help of Eno for this. Soku players aren't real? Yeah, that's a pretty true statement. They don't exist as far as FJC is concerned, it turns out. Okay. So if I... Okay. So what I'm doing here is I would like to see how accurate this is, because I know the default input reader for Xrd sometimes has some difficulties getting exact measure. I don't know why this changed just now. Sometimes it has some difficulties with like sub 1 frame inputs, and it'll have different outputs than in other games. Two, three. So that was 1, 2, 3. Okay, it seems about right. The spacing is based on the number on the left. Yes. So what you can do is you can count the frames. Oh, that's right, yeah. I think the numbers used to be on the right for the other mod. So Doug, the Keep On Rockin' guy, made his own like OBS overlay using WebSockets. And you can look at this using OBS. But this just puts it in the game window itself, which I think is probably more practical for most people. Okay, that was... what I'm doing here is I'm counting the frames. So right now there's a including the frame when D was pressed, there are 3 frames, and then I press back. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get it to have these 3 frames, but have the FDC work. And if it does work, then it means that the input reader is still inconsistent. So that was also 3. That was 2 probably. Yep. That was also 2. That was 2 still. Still 2. Oh, what was that? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it seems pretty consistent so far, which is good news. 1, 2... 1, 2, 2. Okay, cool. Very cool. Let's go back to Zato. In-game is better. I didn't know we had more modders doing this though. Yeah, there is a... all of a sudden, all these people from France in particular, I don't know why, have decided that modding Xrd is a pretty cool thing to do. Hold on. Okay. Let's go back to what is on here. Use position reset mod. Setting this to true will override the game's default behavior of position resets in offline training mode. 2 plus reset, non-swapped round start position. So let's try this. So that was 2 plus reset. And if this is what I think it does, that's very sick. 8 plus reset, swaps. 4 plus resets. I think 1 plus reset, as Blaze Blue will do, I think. Hold on. Yes, okay. This is the opposite of, I think, what Blaze Blue does in Central Fiction, but if you do 4 in reset, it puts you on the opposite side of the corner. And if you do 1 plus reset, it puts you in the corner. Which again, I think is the opposite of CF. Or is it CF? I might be thinking of like Melty Blood. But some other game does that. 1 plus reset, 6 plus resets puts you facing the corner, and 3 is in the corner. Okay, that was also much needed. Reset to last used. Oh, okay, so neutral and reset will just put you in the last reset position that you did, which is, again, I think the same as in CF. And 9 plus reset. Set current arbitrary position of both players as last used position. Oh shit. Okay, so if I have like this kind of thing. Wait. 9 plus reset. Set current arbitrary position of both players as last used position. Okay. So it doesn't account for the y-axis. But it does put you in the correct position. So if I do this now, yes. What if I'm in the middle of a move? I don't think it does like actual save states. No. Okay. Alright. So if you're doing training mode, I think this is mandatory. You need this. Because the only alternative you have to this for time efficiency for training mode is going back to the main menu and setting yourself as P2 to try and practice the other side combos. Storing error state would be insane, yeah. Position reset. Oh, okay, so you can just manually set the distance between the two players using this, I'm assuming. So if I set this to 1/10. Wait, is that true? Position reset corner, distance between players. A number specifies the distance between two players, not divided by... Oh, so it'll have to be larger than that. Okay. So if I do this... Yes! Aha! So dividing it by 10 didn't work because the default value was already point blank. Is this tool recent? It was updated an hour and a half ago, I believe. And let me post the link one more time. Set them both to 0. Yeah, let's try that here. Okay, at least I didn't crash the game. And you can still do the side switch by doing 6 or 3. I'm not creating hybrid monsters here. It's not the day. I wonder if there's a set default. Okay, it does say. Oh wait. Oh, I found an issue. So my hotkey for hiding this UI is set to the number 1. So if I input that, it'll just hide the thing. 05. Okay. God bless having a numpad. Reset from corner. And then this will just put me further away. So if I set it to 50,000. Yes, very cool. Okay. And then if I save this, then I will now... No, hold on. I don't need to save it because now this is just the default value. Okay. Something I could see is... let me use a different character, like Soul, for this. There are some characters that require very specific distances for combos. Wait, what's the search button on the bottom? Here. Oh. Wait. Wait, hold on. Has my wish already been granted? Inputs. Is that too broad? Oh. Oh. Okay, well it turns out he's just God. He's just that good. Can I click on... No, I can't. Okay, that would have been too absurd, I guess. But just tell it. So this is what I was looking for earlier. Very cool. Okay. Oh, hold on. So a lot of times when you're doing this kind of combo that requires a specific distance from the corner, just being able to have this right away, instantly, without having to like adjust the dummy's position yourself manually every time, is actually super good. Like now I can just do this every time, instead of like manually pushing Johnny out of the corner, you know, or like recording him to push himself out of the corner every time. That's super sick. Because if you're right up in the corner and Johnny's with you there, you just ID over him, so you need that distance. Very cool. We'll set this back to 0. Show debug fields. Specify true or false. Setting this to true will add a number of extra fields to the UI that... Okay, I'm assuming this might flood the screen. No, never mind. It's I don't see anything on my end. And I don't think I need that, probably. Okay, let's go up. So, show tension values. This, oh, okay. This was already visible in Pangea's mod, but not to this extent, I believe. So obviously, when you do good things, you get tension pulse. When you do bad things, tension pulse goes down. Or at least good and bad deemed by Arxis. Corner penalty. What is corner penalty? What is corner penalty? Hold on. Wait. Oh my god. Was this known info before? If you're in the corner, like it doesn't apply if you're just like a few pixels away, but if you're in the corner, you have a negative tension pulse modifier on you. I didn't know that. So right now Johnny is in the corner, and so he's losing tension pulse despite doing nothing because he's in the corner. So he has like a debuff on him for being in the corner. Huh. Time left. Negative penalty. Corner penalty. Negative penalty gain. Negative penalty gain. I'm assuming this is just changing how... Wait. Oh, okay, negative penalty, not tension. Okay, cool. Tension gain on attack. So there's a... shit, what do you call it? Diminishing returns on successful attacks for tension gain. Tension gain on defense. So when did that change? It went down when I regular blocked everything. And it went up when I IB'd. So I'm assuming it just means like if I IB good. IB very good. Okay. Tension gain on last hit. Okay, so it's recording exactly how much tension you gained on the last move that you performed. Okay. So if I do like Potbuster, this will give me a very large amount. This mod is really awesome now. Yes, it is. It is incredible. So it gave me 10.8 as opposed to the 1 point whatever earlier from doing 1 normal on Soul. Okay. Clear Clear max combos tension and burst gain. Tension and burst gain. Oh, it's just recording. It's just resetting the history here. Okay. All right. Burst gain. So now it's showing how much burst the character gains, I'm assuming. Oh, hold on. Tension, psych bursts. Okay, so it's basically this, like the damage you're doing, but it's not HP damage, it's burst damage that it's recording. So the last hit that I did 2.24 burst damage, and the combo as a whole did 9.37. I didn't think this was possible, but I guess it is possible. Is there anything from this game that is hidden at this point with this mod? Apparently not. You just have everything now. We've solved we've solved Xrd. Or sorry, not we. Kotz, the creator of this mod, has apparently solved Xrd, which is insane. Okay. And if I try to, so let's say I play Chip.
Chip versus Johnny. Get ready to
Is it K-Kotz? Okay. I just know he's a Euro dude, that's all. Oh, hold on. Oh. Oh, hold on. He needs to burst first. Okay. Okay, and it caps out at 100. Cool. But now, even if you don't do a 80 combo, 80 hit combo, you can still see exactly how much burst, essentially burst damage you're doing with the combo. Very cool. Now, so if you're playing like, and there's no reason you'd be playing Zato because there are none in the game, but if you are playing Zato, now you can compare all the different side dust routes and see which one is actually beneficial for you. So 7 tip bursts. This is like the B&B. So my side dust B&B does 20.71, and then the one that's designed to quote unquote waste time. So 20.71 versus 23.01. So it's like a 3-point difference-ish, which is completely worth it. If I'm wasting more time for 3 points of a difference in burst gauge, that's fine. So that is pretty good to see. And you could technically just manually measure this gauge by looking at it or like screenshotting it and counting the pixels, but this obviously is a lot more precise and more helpful, so that is super nice to have. Speed, hit stun, peroration, pushback, wake up. This is calculating your current positions, and I would assume it accounts for being on the wall. So if you're Chip and you do wall cling, you're actually going to be 1 pixel closer to the corner than someone who is in the corner. So I think it should account for that. Yes, so 15150.01 when I'm clinged versus 15150.00, which is why it's a cross up. You're 0.01 point of area closer to the wall than someone who's in the corner is. Very cool. I don't know what the combo timer and gravity. So I'd like to see gravity divided by 100 for viewability. So that's grounded dash speed. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming this is like if I do a lot of hits in one move, it should increase the gravity. There's no better way to do this than... Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. I didn't see that. I didn't really do that one more time. Let me hide this also. Oh no, I didn't do the right thing. Right now it's 19.25. I just saw 28. I didn't catch what it was, but okay. I think it does what it. I think it does what I think it does. So when you have a lot of hits in a combo, it should increase gravity, and this is what it should be displaying. Cool. Combo timer. So how long the combo has lasted, I'm assuming, and it accounts for RC. It does. Okay. Base pushback. I'm assuming maybe that has something to do with like the push box, maybe. Pushback modifier, or no? Hold on. Is it like the distance you? Base pushback on hit block. Pushback equals floor. Base pushback times 175 divided by 10 divided by 100 for viewability. The base values of pushback are per attack level. Ground block. Oh, okay, so I think it's just telling you what each move's pushback is. Okay, I got it. What was this? So this is a mod that has existed before, but was updated, I think, around 2 hours ago now. So it is fresh out of the oven. Here's the, let me post the link one more time. So here it is. And this is a standalone thing, so you don't need any other mod to go with it. You just download this, and then you open the executable to load it in. Right now we are investigating all of the tricks the developer has up their sleeve. And then wake up. Okay, so it tells you when the wake up begins, and I'm assuming this works with slowdown also. Oh, is it a 6? No, 7? 8? Where's my forward button? Oh, there we go. Okay. I found it. Okay, I didn't find it. I found it. Okay, we got it. Cool. Great to see the hitbox detection was improved also. Yeah, it seems like they added a lot of stuff with regard to how hitboxes work for specific moves, like Bane's Beach Ball I think was one of them, or like a lot of projectiles. Let's see, next is, oh, speaking of which, projectiles. So I don't know if he means projectiles in the like the fighting game term or some other methodology. The top row seems to be time that has passed since last move. This is position, this is what's currently going on, animation frame, hit stop. I'm a little uncertain what this part is, so let me switch to Kai.
Versus Johnny. Get ready to rock.
I'm trying to find out what this row is. Hit stop. And also I'm wondering why it's blinking now. Let's go back to projectiles. Okay, I am puzzled, so I'm gonna skip it for now. Character specific. So apparently there's a toggle hair down button now. So you can just set it to Kai having his hair down with the press of a button. It's I didn't know this was possible either, but there we have it. Prevent hair falling down. Okay. Hair falls down on the 6th knockdown if HP is greater or equal to 252. I'm assuming it's supposed to be greater or less than 252. But okay, that's a thing you can do. I wonder if you can do this in online matches or like 1v1 offline, because you can now just set it to be like I just want Kai to always have long hair. Okay, time until can do another stun edge. Oh. Okay. Oh, so it's because it needs to tell when the stun edge is gone first. What's my... Huh? Huh? Okay, it's fine. You didn't... Oh, wait. Oh, I think it's in... I think I know why. Hold on. Keyboard frame bar. It's should be here. Yeah, that's I set it to no gravity. Okay. I must have accidentally hit the hotkey for that. Okay. That was a small mishap. Not the mod's fault. It's just my fault. I'm a monkey right now. Okay, has used JD. Arc Seal timer. Okay, so it's just telling you when these will expire. Cool. And then something I noticed for Zato earlier, so this is one of the first things I clicked on when I installed it. So if I go to Zato, this is actually insane. Let me show you this. If you're a Zato player, or if you ever in your life want to touch Zato in training mode at all, you need this. Why? Because now it tells you the exact amount of eddy gauge that remains in integers, and that alone is already insane. But alongside this frame bar that you have here, if you just hover over the frame bar, so on this particular frame, the startup of Eddie being summoned now just tells you 4630 is what Eddie gauge was at that frame. Isn't that insane? 4630, and as the combo goes on, it should go lower or increase if I unsummon here. So this was an unsummon. And even for the opponent's frame bar, it tells you launched into air vertically because he was hit by Nobiru. Can't air dash, and this is the special move that was used separately here. That's so insane. And then all of your frame data is also here. No, hold on. This should be... Yeah, so it says frame advantage here, but it's not Zato's frame advantage. It's Eddie's frame advantage. So like if I do this right now, I just did Nobiru. I just did Nobiru, which means I should be incredibly plus because I'm not summoning him right away. He's already summoned, and I just did Nobiru. So I should be incredibly plus. But Eddie himself is -4. Which was already known info before, like he's always -1 hit. But perhaps this will expose some fraudulent Zato gameplay in the future. Hit stop, last consumed, X, okay. I wonder if I do Dead Man's Hands. Okay, so it's 2110. And then if I do drill, the Chodoriru is 5810, okay. This is oh, okay. So it just consumes everything. There we go. 6k. Just consumes everything. There's no way to like get it to bug out and have him still be summoned afterwards. Okay. Let me check out one more thing. So I wonder what language Xrd is programmed. I have no idea. So we can legit just mash that if Zato isn't following up. Yeah, so if Eddie is by himself, ever, like, imagine this kind of scenario where Zato is all the way on the other side of the corner, and Eddie's just kind of doing himself, doing his own thing in the corner like this, next to you. Unless I follow up with a Fardro here, you can always mash on Eddie. Or like if I'm doing this kind of thing, where I'm underground and I'm just doing mix-ups on you, technically you can always mash there. The only caveat is, number one, I can just rise and like kind of punish you for it, and number two, if I'm in front of you and Eddie is behind you, even if you mash, Eddie's gonna be behind you, so you might not be able to kill Eddie, unless you're like Slayer and you have 2H, or Mei and you have 2D, which hits both sides of a character. But again, if he's in front of you and I'm not in range, or I'm not in a position to be able to punish you for it, you can always just mash here. And again, I can follow up and do far drill, but you can just mash. He's always minus on every move. Eddie cannot frame trap into himself, ever. Okay. Oh, I was gonna look at, let me look at a few different characters, so let's try Soul. Zato's gonna be secret top tier after this trust. I don't know about that. I think he's, if anything, I think he's gonna go down a tier after everyone realizes what's really happening in the game. Okay, character specifics. Oh, well, that's all he has. Hyman Tool can do another Gunflame, which makes sense. So, okay. So there's like a set time, or he can just do it right after the Gunflame is erased. And it tells you exactly how much time you have in Dragon Install, so... what did it say? This value doesn't decrease in hit stop and super freeze, and decreases at half the speed when slowed down by the opponent's RC. Slows down by half on the opponent's RC. Okay. I know it's in the menu, like the in-game menu to do it, but I kind of wish this was a button here. But still very cool. Let's check out a few more characters. Let's try Faust. I have a feeling this might be a bit larger of a menu than Souls. I can't wait to lab Jacko with this just so I can know more specific timings for becoming cancer. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. So, character specific. Opponent not poisoned, can throw item, can throw love. Okay. How flicking works. Oh, okay. So the mechanics are different when flicking your own thrown item and when flicking an enemy's projectile. To flick an enemy projectile, it must come in contact with your hurt box while you have super armor. If it hits you on the first 2 frames of your super armor, colored red in the frame bar, the reflect will become a home run. Otherwise, it will be a non-home run reflect. Flicking enemy projectiles was added in Rev 2. When reflecting your own thrown item, there is a point somewhere in front of you, and when a particular frame of the animation is played, a signal is sent to the thrown item to check how far it is from that point. If it is under 100k range, the hit is a home run. If the range is 300k, the hit is not a home run. So I'm assuming this is like something people already knew about. There we go, okay. Show flick ranges. When this setting is on, when Faust does a 5D, 2 ranges are shown around his flick points, denoting ranges in which his thrown item is origin. Okay. These explanations for specific moves traits are actually a really cool feature. Yeah, I mean, like, there's an argument that game developers will make in that it's not necessarily the best idea to have this presented as information in-game, right? Because like some part of the game truly is just players finding out how stuff works. And I think like as cool as this is that we have this now, it probably is for the best that it's kind of like not told outright, right? And yeah, I did expect a longer list for Faust, to be honest, but let's check out a few more characters. So May. Time Tool can do Beach Ball, so it seems like any projectile that exists in the game will probably have this line here. Don't show May interaction checks. When a May P or K ball is on the screen, a circle is drawn around it. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. So that should be the... Oh, we have a... Okay. Oh, this is not easy to work around. Okay. Let's go. Oh, hold on. Oh! Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm assuming this center point here has to touch the circle that was formed. I'm assuming. Uh-oh. So if I'm a lot higher up, even, it should still work. Okay, well, I get the gist of it. It's fine. Okay. For Dolphin, this displays an extra point on May, a line connecting that point to the origin point of the Dolphin, and a circle around the Dolphin denoting the range in which May's extra point must be in order for May to hop on the Dolphin. When the setting is true, none of this is displayed. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it doesn't seem to appear for... Oh, no, it does. Hold on. I think I need to be airborne for it to... Yeah, there we go. So as long as I'm airborne, it will show that box as well. Or, not so much a box, but still. But it's certainly more engaging than reading about it in Dustloop. Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm super glad this kind of stuff is here. It's just from like a game design perspective, I guess. Sometimes. Yeah, bits, exactly. Now, sometimes that's used in a very not such a productive way. I can think of one game that I'll just say it outright. It's fucking MapleStory. MapleStory does this in extremely, just straight up evil ways, where they will hide information in order to maximize misery of the players. Let's just put it that way. When you say Eddie's always minus, this doesn't apply for like plus 15 on block Nobiru, does it? Yeah, so when Eddie does Nobiru, and that kind of situation is where Zato is plus, right? Zato is plus, but Eddie is always minus. So imagine you have a frame data table for Eddie only, and take the body of Zato out of the equation. There's only Eddie in the field and your opponent. If you're trying to calculate the frame data of Eddie only, then Eddie's always minus. Okay. Enter range. Oh, okay, it has the only other time I've seen this is in Third Strike. So Third Strike has a mod, like a training mode mod, that tells you your charge timings like this. It's the only other time I've seen like a charge counter like this. Cool. So 30 for May, which is, I think, pretty well known. Speaking of evil, didn't MapleStory's Gachapon get Nexon's seed for millions months ago? Yes, they have gotten through multiple controversies in the past, where they were one of the things they were doing, among others, was they claimed that a jackpot existed for like a gacha item, or like it was heavily implied that a jackpot existed, but actually it turned out that jackpot was not attainable, literally. And so they got rammed up the ass for this by the Korean FTC. They got an unprecedented fine at the time in 2020, early 2024. And that's not that is very far from the only controversy they've gone through. Like they have so many incidents that occur that yeah, it's crazy. Well, it's not always that the devs will make the right decisions, right? Also, it sounds like the average number. Yeah. And yeah, like you can make arguments that maybe this should be available to all players in a fighting game, like a fighting games training mode. But that's not up to me. I'm not a dev. This mod is gonna clean up my Floweroki a bunch. Did you get sued for making HP washing a thing? That was fucked up too. I mean, it was like such a blatant cash grab, you know? I haven't heard the term HP washing in a long time, also. But, yeah, that was like 15 years ago, at least. Hold on. I was looking at... Okay. So let's try looking at pot.
Versus Johnny.
Evil AF accepted non-pay-to-win private servers. Yeah, I used to. I had a time where I used to play private servers a lot for Maple. Here. Charge left, very simple. Charge left, charge right. Kind of surprised there's no flick category here, but so if I do. Oh, I wonder if it tells you how much you charged on these frames. That would be sick. It does. That's insane. Okay. Wait. This is incredible. This is insane. Hold on. This is... I was saying earlier that if you're a Xrd player, you need this installed. If you're a PAL player and you don't have this installed, you are griefing yourself. Can you see what I mean? So the only problem is this frame counter proceeds a little quickly. So sometimes, can you go back? Oh please, can you? Okay, I wonder how you would do this. I wonder if you could like, maybe if you like just. I wish you could see more of this. Like I want to just be able to drag this downwards. Like I have it all the way down here right now. I wish it would just fill up the screen with the frame bar. Where's and like extending it this way doesn't really do anything, except just make the thing bigger. Okay, so if there's ever an update that lets you see more of this frame bar at any given point, this is actually mandatory for any charge character. Imagine this for Venom too. Like if you're playing Venom here. Think of all the like single button into Carcass. So yeah, 40 frames. I feel like when I saw this documented, it was like 45 instead of 40, but I guess 40 is the actual frames required for a charge. So there. Where's where's the bottom charge? Oh, here it is. Wait. 23. No, that's recovery. Oh, okay, so I think it was overwritten by this part. Okay. Yeah. There's one thing I need right now, and it's for this bar to be extendable, to be able to see more of this at any given point. I want like one more. The most ideal application of this would be like if you can drag this thing downwards so that it fills more rows. I want more of this, please. Please give me more. I'm unsatisfied. But hey, with the info that is given to you, the limited amount here, still like actually amazing that it shows you this. Okay, let's check out maybe like one or two more characters here. Slayer. Most people when they see this, they'll think the game is way more complex than it actually is. I mean, like, I think people understand that, like, this is behind the scenes stuff, right? It's like looking at, like, take a game like Smash. There is a website called Kuro, I don't know if it's Kurogane or Shirogane Hammer, but it's like a frame data site for the game. And the game actually has, like, insane amounts of info that you can learn if you want to. Like, the amount of frame data for that game is rather absurd. But no one's gonna look at that and say like, oh, this is like, Smash is a really complicated game because of this. And I think probably most people get into it that the same thing applies here. Okay, so Block Cooking Universe, the counter buff lasts for 198 frames. And all these are buffed. Cool. Just put it in the real matches. I think you can do that in Third Strike. So I'm a Remy player in Third Strike. And the tool tells you like how you can, or like the status of your partitioning and your charge timings and stuff. I don't know if it will help in real matches, as funny as it would be. Let's check out a few more. So, Eno versus Johnny. Get ready to rock. Hover 3 and SCL having lower Y speed only applies to Rev 2. Okay. Oh, it's saying only applies to Rev 2 because I'm assuming this also works for Rev 1. If you roll back the version, I'm assuming this all still works. Hover dash down. Oh, I see. Okay. Air dash active timer. I wonder why Eno is the only one to have this air dash timer. Air dash becoming horizontal timer. SCL will have reduced speed to Y. Oh wait, hold on. What's the thing called in? Okay. Can cast notes. No time elapsed. Okay, so it tells you now how many hits the note will do, which I guess we already knew, but cool to see in numbers. Not sure if this is a good time to ask this, but I was wondering what the point of interrupting big moves like Far Slash with light moves like 2P or 5P from afar. Would this be useful even when you can't connect that 5P or 2P into another move? That kind of scenario is like a Street Fighter footsies thing that you don't really see as much here. Sometimes, so an application of that can be like if you're playing against Zato, and let's say the opponent is Soul, or let me switch these. Sometimes it's not like a 5P as much as like a something that knocks down, like VP. And there are situations where you can do like let's say the auto just decides to do a meaty 2S like this, right? So this is meaty. It's kind of what you're describing, but not really. In that you can do something like this, and it does knock down. And this is a scenario that happens for Zato in real matches. That if your character does have DP, it is useful to know. But what you're saying of like, actually 2S is a good thing to use here. Your thing here, where you're using like 5P or 2P to do this. Like you can, but a lot of times you have better alternatives. Like you can just do 6P if you're Soul, and you can counter it like that and convert. Here, let me try to get it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. But if you can't convert, generally speaking, in this game, it tends to not have like that much value. Now, like, of course, you're going to be able to interrupt what your opponent is doing, and that has like a little bit of value there, I guess, but not as much as like in Street Fighter, trying to footsies people with like a medium punch, you know? Okay, let me set this to Soul, and then I will do one more character for the specifics. What character do you think will have very funky specifics? Jacko? Jan? Heihyun? But I can answer Answer?
Answer.
Maybe the newer characters will have more stuff. Oh, no. Okay. Are you on a scroll? So... 720 frames total that you can be on it. Shows you... Can do card in... Is it like after... Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay, it's not that interesting. Let's try Baiken. Azami follow-ups? Okay. How Azami works. Oh, that's a lot of text. That's a lot of text. Do we want to read this? The super armor from Azami is instant, meaning it can be used as a reversal. If you tap Azami, you get super armor for 12 frames. Well, I guess I got my wish of having a lot of text here. Okay, you know what? I'm not a Viking player. I'm not gonna read this. Let me try one more character. Raven, maybe? If you're a Viking player, I'm assuming that info will be very exciting for you, but it's not for me, not right now. Moves buffed by excitement. Oh, cool. Okay. So, what was excitement? Is on P? K? I think it's K. Yeah, it is. Okay, so now it tells you the exact amount of excitement that you have, probably. Excitement timer. So, I think when this runs to 600, it'll go down one level, I think. Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh, okay, that's how it works. Cool. Slow time on opponent. That's from Needle. Can do Needle Orb in 15. Also, you can't do Orb into Needle. Okay, I didn't know that. At 3 or 6. Okay. One sec. Supers, damage of all attacks. Okay. Let's try one more. I'm gonna say one more a lot, I think, right now. Heihyun. Ball timer. Okay, that's alright. Actual last one, and then we will move on to the other stuff. Unless Jacko is boring. Okay, there we go. Shoujet. Okay. Show pickup range. Show summons push boxes. Okay. Show Aegis field range. Oh. So it is like pretty similar to what it looks like, except for the upper part here. Show Jacko servant attack range. By attack range, I think it means my hurt box has to be within this box for it to trigger the attack. And then we're in P cooldown, cooldowns, P ghost. Yeah, so it tells you everything you would need for this. Where's the... Yeah, here it is. So it's like considering the time spent on the field as EXP. That's pretty cool. It's all very cool stuff, but I'm not a Jackal player, so I'm gonna just recognize that it exists and move on. That's great. Just hoping it doesn't make more Jackos spawn out of nowhere. Okay. So a lot of these were already in the old version of the mod, so a lot of the hitbox related stuff. What is new is the frame bar stuff, so never ignore hit stop. Normally we don't display hit stop in the frame bar if both players are in hit stop on that frame, unless a projectile or blocking beacon is present. If this is set to true, then we always show hit stop in the frame bar. After changing the setting, you don't need to repeat the moves or actions to see updated result in the frame bar. After changing the setting, you don't need to repeat the moves or actions to see updated result in the frame bar. The setting can be changed. Okay. So this is just dealing with hit stop jank in the game. Ignore hit stop for blocking beacon. Consider running and walking non-idle. So just a lot of miscellaneous stuff for if you want to clean this bar up with a lot of other actions. Consider invul while being idle as idle. After waking up, or leaving block stun or hit stun, or air attacking, usually there's some strike invul. Okay. Use color blindness help. Cool. Show frame bar, retraining mode, other modes. If false, the frame bar will not be shown when in other modes, even when frame bar settings show frame bar is true and the UI is open. Note that the frame bar will never be displayed in online mode when playing as a non-observer, even if this setting is true. The reason for that is that it malfunctions and shows incorrect frame data when rollback frames happen. It is possible to put more work into it to fix that, but it will take as many times more computing resources as there are rollback frames, and may start working slower on slower PCs. It's an anti-cheating feature. Although, like, realistically, it's probably not going to help you that much in matches. Okay. Closing mouse window also highlights frame bar. Strike invul, throw invul, OTG. Okay, so all these gray arrows here are OTG. Show super armor. So everything with a show, the word show in the beginning here, have to do with all these arrows that are on the bottom of the frame bar here. Show first frames. Consider similar frame types, same for frame count. This affects the frame counts that are displayed on the frame bar. If true, the frame counter will not reset between different frame graphics. That all means frame bar, okay. Skip grab super animations in frame bar. So if I don't have this ticked, then it will show everything. Yes, okay. I feel like that's probably more useful. Actually, is it? No, that's probably fine. Well, it's a lot of features. Yeah, it is a unprecedented amount of features in a mod for Guilty Gear. For Xrd, rather. Where was I? Show hatch dashed slicing line when skipping grab super in frame bar. A white line made out of small diagonal hatches will be displayed on the frame bar in places where the super grab. Okay. Combine projectile frame bars when possible. Totally separate frame bar. Oh, okay. So this is the thing where if I have multiple projectiles. Wait. Ah, okay. So Soul's Gunflame is like two parts. There's a little bit of a gap here. And so it's considering those to be two separate projectiles as such. It only has two, I think, it only has room for, oh, hold on, I think it can do 4. Yeah, there we go, that's why. So each individual like pillar of fire is its own thing here. Don't clear frame bar on the stage reset. Don't truncate frame bar titles. Okay, so it's these texts here. Use slang in move and projectile names. So this is for like drill, I'm assuming. S drill, and then if I don't do this, then S invite hull. Yeah, okay. All frame bar titles display on the left. Show player in frame bar title. Okay, so it's important for like this bar here to tell who did that thing. Frame bar title, Mike's characters, frame bar height. Okay. Okay. These are hotkeys. And these no. Dodge OBS recording. To have this mod avoid OBS capture, set the setting to true, and also make sure that in OBS in sources you selected your source, clicked cogwheel, and unchecked the capture third-party overlays such as Steam. I am very sorry, but the mod's UI, the frame bar, and the boxes cannot be drawn under the game's pause menu and game's own UI while using Dodge OBS recording. Okay. Frame advantage, don't use pre-blocks in time. He's display input history when observing. I wonder if from like a tournament observing perspective, it would be better or worse if you have this on. I feel like it adds more than it takes away if you have this displayed. Like imagine you're a TO and you have this installed and you show everyone's inputs. I think it probably adds more to the experience. Display input history in some offline modes. Position reset mod. Okay. And those we've seen before. In the end, the most practical stuff when it comes to using on a regular basis are going to be the hitboxes that you see here, which now, like, you used to have to restart the game every time you wanted to undo the hitboxes. Now you can just press a button and turn it on and off, which is super nice. Oh, hold on, there's more stuff here I didn't see. So P2 specifics, box extents. So these are your current box whereabouts. Cancels. Okay, so it tells you your Gatling table, and also, it tells you your Gatling table, and also for later frames what you can do at those points. So past frame 14, you can't cancel into anything other than jump. So it's telling you that specifically. That's pretty cool. 3 frame buffer. Oh, and it tells you the buffer too. Nice. I don't think there is anything that's smaller than a 3 frame buffer in this game, other than like wake up stuff. Cancels. Damage risk stun calculation. So these are all numbers that have to do with damage. Okay. Stun sticker mesh. Stun. And actually, let's have. Is there a? There should be like a stun value display somewhere here. Yeah, it should be here. Where is stun? Next, we need replay takeover. Yeah, that'll be nice too. I'm assuming. So I don't play any games where I don't play any fighting games where it has that feature, but if you do replay takeover, the opponent that you don't take over continues to play as if they were, like, it just replicates their inputs for the rest of the game, right? Now where is stun? Base stun. I think I saw this somewhere else. Hold on. Where is the stun? I swear I saw this before. That's how it works in Plus R. Yeah, okay, cool. The opponent will continue as if nothing happened. Yeah, as it should work. That's cool. And if you can get that to work here, that'll be really amazing. Yeah. I thought I saw this somewhere, but I guess maybe it's not here. Okay, whatever. Oh, hold on, I'll use May here. Oh. Oh. Runtime error. This application has requested a runtime to terminate in an unusual way. Okay. Well, I'm assuming that has something to do with the mod, but... Okay, for now, I was only here to discover new things with the mod. So I think for today I am going to be dipping. That was super cool. I'm going to be using this quite a bit. I'm going to post it one more time in chat. So, Mr. Kotz, or K-Kotz, is responsible for this tool. And what I want to do eventually is I'd like to combine a few different things. So there are a lot of mods for this game, and I'm going to put together like a folder of all the important mods that are very useful. So it'll have the hitbox overlay that you just saw. It might have this. It's the gap display tool, although now it's part of the hitbox overlay, so it's a little bit deprecated. It'll have the wake up tool. It'll probably have the replay viewer in it too. So it'll probably be those 4 mods in one folder that can be downloaded, and hopefully it'll be distributed in many places. So that will be put together soon, and I will be sharing it around. So, see you around. I'll be back soon. Thank you for joining.